And I'm gonna show you from scratch how I mix kick and bass together. This right here, when you get a mix from a client, the kick and bass is not MIDI, right? It's in a form of
audio.
Yeah, audio. So okay, let's say this is how we got them from the client. Freeze the track, turn them to audio, flatten. Okay, now we'll do the same for the 808.
So you just froze the bass track, or
this is the kick and this is the 808.
Okay.
So I'm freezing that and I'm flattening it to turn them to wave.
Oh, okay. You turn it to audio. Okay.
Yeah, turn them to audio.
That's how you do it. Okay.
All right. So these two, they've been sent to my drum boss, which is I think right here. So if I solo this, you should be able to hear the kick and bass and maybe other stuff. Let me turn the other stuff off. First trick that I will show you is we'll check the phases, because bass phases is always the issue. So let's check the phase. So I'm gonna bring a utility plugin out and flip the phase of one of them. So I put this on the bass and I flip the phase. So let's hear it with the phase in and the phase out. This is phase in with phase plugin in. And this is with it out. Did you hear any difference?
Yeah, I can make out the the beginning and ending of the kick.
Which one is better, in or out?
Where the second one sounded better.
This is the second one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, now again, this is with the plug-in in.
Oh, okay. Bass in there. You can hear the bass more than the I guess the bass kicking in at the end. Yeah. Okay. You don't hear the the actually kick in because the bass kicking in.
All right. So let me solo the kick. Okay, so the kick, I'll probably add some saturation plugin on there. But before I even do that, let's just fix the relationship together. So the kick and the bass can work well together. So what I'll do is I'll zoom in like this. You can see the waves, right?
Yeah.
Then I'll do this right there. This is the transient of the kick. The transient stop right here.
Yeah.
So, and this is the body of the kick. So I'm gonna cut the bass on the transient of the kick a little bit. Then let's hear this now. So I'm gonna just put this section on a loop and put the bass on it. Now, let me take it back so you can hear it. So you hear that versus this. What do you think is different? Oh, you can hear the bass and the kick, right? Get the difference? You might have to turn it up if you need to hear it more.
No. Sounds a little more tighter.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds more tighter the fade the beginning.
Now that we have this cut off, what we could do is actually add more punch to the kick. We can add more punch to the kick by adding compressor or using transient shaper. Do you have any transient shaper plugin?
No, no.
Do you have anything that does transient?
What?
What kind of plugin do you have? Do you have waves and isotope and all that?
No, I don't got isotope.
Okay, but you have waves.
Yeah.
Do you have smack attack on your wave plugin?
What is that under?
On the waves, smack attack or trans X. But if you don't have those, we can actually use compressor to create attack. Okay, I'm gonna just use a compressor. To use compressor to bring out attack, we need a slow attack and a fast release. You see the attack number right here? You see it?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it.
This is 30 milliseconds. Then the release right here, I'm doing, this should be like 10 milliseconds. So let me just bring out another compressor. So I'm gonna do 30 milliseconds or maybe 50. Then the release, I'm gonna do like 5. I'm gonna bring down the threshold, take this to maybe 3 to 1, and bring down the threshold. See how the attack jump out just now. Let me turn it off.
Yeah.
You see that the punch is gone? Let me bring it back.
Yeah, it's a lot more punch in there.
Okay. Now, let me take this, what we just did right here, off. Now, you see how they're rubbing on each other now? It's not that clean anymore. Then we'll take this back. Then I can also try to turn off this, remember the phaser we put on the bass?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's still there.
I still like it with it on. So another thing I would do is I will probably increase the bass now. See, when I'm looking at this wave here, can you see this wave here?
Yeah.
You see the bass is lower than the kick, you know, in size.
Yeah.
So I'll probably turn the bass up, turn the bass, the wave, I can turn it up right here. So look at this wave right here, I'm bringing it up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's look at without. You can hear the conflict more clearly now compared to this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me turn this off and off again. Yeah, definitely. You need this right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you need that. That tighten it up. Right away.
So another thing we could do, this technique is using what we call shaping. We're shaping the sound. We're taking the attack off the 808 and adding the attack on the kick. They're different from each other. So another thing we can do now, we can use EQ to create more separation. So that's another technique. So we use EQ to create more separation. So I can say, okay, for example, I want my kick, because it has punch, I want my kick to dominate from 70 upward. And and my 808, we're gonna use an EQ to create more separation. So we want the kick to dominate the 70 upward and the 808 to dominate the 70 downward. So this is our kick right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably use I don't want to turn off everything below 70. I just want them to come out more to give us more punch. So what I would do is use this and put it 75 and do that. Then I want the bass, the 808, to take maybe like 40, 50. So I'm gonna put the second one to 40 and turn it down minus 6 dB. Then the second one, I could probably make that a shelf instead of pick to kind of bring down anything from 40 below. Yeah, I'm gonna take it to 50 below. So anything 50 below, we're gonna shove it down a little bit. I'm gonna make sure our 808 take more space in that. Then I'm gonna copy this to bass and I'm gonna flip it, do the opposite. So the opposite, so the 50 will take it up by 5 dB. Then the 70 will take it down by maybe minus 6 dB. Do you see that? You see what we just did there?
The 70.
Do you see that? You see how I did the opposite for both kick and the bass?
Yeah.
Tell me what you can see so I can tell you the numbers.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Oh, okay, good. Now let's hear them together. Okay, let's hear it without the EQ moves that we just did. This is without the EQ. Okay, that's without the EQ. Now let's hear it with the EQ moves. Okay, what do you think?
You can tell the difference of the separation. It takes the muddiness out when you do that.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is maybe
I can hear them separately actually.
Yeah, let me reduce the moves. Instead of doing minus 6 dB, let's just do 4 dB. Let's just see, and then okay. No.
It's more controlled and tamed. That is not all,
All right, now let's turn everything up and go back to the beginning, how it started. That's how it started. In fact, because we had to turn this up, so this was not even up. So take it back to 0. This is how it started, and take this to +7. So this is how we started before we started mixing this kick and bass. Wow. Can you hear that? That sounds,
yes.
It sounds crazy. Now we'll put this moves back in and we got this.
More punchier, more control.
Yeah. So now it's your turn.